Hey guys, Jesus tells this parable in Luke 18 of two men, a tax collector, a publican, and a Pharisee, and they both go to the temple to pray. So it's interesting, first of all, that they're both praying, but they're not both right with God because the Pharisee prays this pompous prayer. He's like, God, thank you that I am not like other men, that I'm not even like this tax collector standing here, that I'm not an adulterer, I'm not a swindler, an extortioner. You know, I fast twice a week, give a tenth of my income back to you. But then the tax collector does not even look up to heaven. He's so ashamed of himself. He just beats on his chest and says, God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And the Bible says that only the tax collector went home back to his house that day, justified. In other words, right in his heart before God, going to heaven. Only one man. And it's because of what Jesus said in the last line of this little parable. I'll tell you in case you don't remember, he says, everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. Remember, God only gives grace to the humble. He resists the proud, the Apostle Peter said, but gives grace to the humble. So literally the only way you can get grace and forgiveness from God is by being humble. Knowing who you are in relation to God. He is the potter, you are the clay. Not comparing yourself to other men like the Pharisee did, thinking, I'm way better than them. I do all this stuff. And I, not, see, the Pharisee's problem was not that he did all bad things. Like, obviously, being faithful to your spouse is a good thing to God. Giving money back to God again as much as you can is a good thing. It was the attitude that the Pharisee had that was so bad before God. It was that self-righteous, I'm way better than other people, I can do this on my own. It was a prideful, bad attitude. That was his problem. And so maybe we be really, really careful. Take this as a warning. Don't think too highly of yourself, like the Bible says. Don't talk about yourself too much. Consider other people more than yourself, above yourself, and really know your relationship to God. So maybe we be careful.